Hello everybody, and this is Chaos with Chaos Productions bringing you another Bronze Masters League Series game. Today we're going to be looking at a PvZ, and I think I'm going to actually walk through the build a little bit for this one, because this is actually kind of a weird game. He opens up and he says, I'm going to 6 pool. So, you know, I actually had my friend on the line talking to me, and he's like, dude, just wall off your front, you know. No big deal, easy win. I'm just like, no, we're gonna do the build as normal, and we're gonna see how it really does, because this build is a 90-watt build that is actually designed for dealing with a 6 pool. And my encoder thing is saying that it doesn't have memory. Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll get through this and see what happens. Anyways, so yeah, so my opponent is going to be doing a magical 6 pool, and basically the way what this build is designed to do is it is designed to account for a 6 pool, and basically help you defend it off. So we're going to go ahead and speed it up. We're going to be doing a 13 gate like normal, followed by a 14 assimilator, and then basically, we're just going to continue probing up like normal game. We're going to get our pylon down at 15, and everything's going to be hanky-dory. We're going to keep things... Since we don't know if our opponent is actually going to 6 pool, we went ahead and kept things close just in case, because that way we always want this gateway to be powered. We're going to get up our cybernetics core, and then immediately start building our zealot. And lo and behold, look what we have here. We have Zerglings in our base. Now, honestly, I think he just was lucky in that he's like, well, I'm just going to send him cross position, and if he's not there, then I'm going to send a lot more. I need to get rid of this for now. So, anyways, so we've got a little bit of a mess on our hands. We've got Zerglings attacking our probes, going to be chroma boosting out our Zealot. A little bit of awful micro here. Zealot finally gets in. We're going to maybe lose our Zealot, and basically, what we need to do is we need to immediately get out our mothership core as quickly as possible, because that's going to prevent us from losing too terribly much. He can't attack it, so I always have a unit that's going to be attacking. Going to be moving the probes, kind of doing a little bit of back and forth, and trying to keep as many of them alive as possible. I'm also going to keep the units tab open, just to give you an idea of, you know, where we're at in the scheme of things. So, as you can see, we haven't dropped below the number of units that our opponent has, so we're feeling pretty good. We're going to just continue on dealing with these. We have the same amount, but we're still ahead. Going to be getting up our Zealot, because obviously all we need to do is defend. He's continually building Zerglings, and if he doesn't, you know, continue building Zerglings, he's only going to get further and further behind. So we got our Zealot out, we got our mothership core, we're still doing good. Still sending lings over. He went ahead and expanded. Now he's only on 6 drones, so he doesn't really have that much of an income, and finally he's going to start actually getting units, or getting drones out. So we photon overcharge to get the lings out of our base so we can continue building probes. Little bit of pylon blocked, but no big deal, because basically we can just come in here, poke, let the photon overcharge do its thing, and basically he just loses units out of the deal. Now, you know, as a Zerg player, he can get up drones a lot faster than we can probes. So basically, we're going to want to expand as quickly as possible. I go ahead and get on a 2nd gate just because I'm like, I don't know if he's going to try and continue aggression or not. And having 3 gates down for unit production is kind of ideal in our situation. So he comes in with a couple more lings. Doesn't really get much accomplished. I went down and tried to scout to see if he was down here, because I don't know where he is. I mean, my vision is super limited. But yeah, so we're going to be looking to take an expansion and just get our expansion up and play as if that 6 pool didn't happen. We want to continue on getting units and getting our production up, and then I went ahead and sent a Zealot out over here just to see if he was over here. So now at this point we know he's cross-positioned, so we can start to think about putting on a little bit of pressure. because obviously we want to, stop him from droning. That's the whole goal that we have at this point. Because at this point, we're not. I mean, yes, we're behind in workers, but overall, I think we're in a very good position because we have a fairly big army still, and as a Zerg player, you always want to be a base above your opponent. So I get in with the Zealot and actually scout that he's starting to build roaches. So I'm a little hesitant to move out at this point and just kind of want to build up. Got a robotics facility down. And basically we're just going to be kind of building up like we would normally with this build. Normally we would have put the forge down with a gateway to kind of do a full wall off. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and push out. Now at this point, if we look at the units tab, obviously he's got, let's see, almost 16 roaches at my base. And we're looking pretty good. We've got a handful of zealots, some sentries, and some stalkers. Now, this next engagement actually doesn't go too terribly well for us. We take out a fair amount of stuff, but we come back, we photon overcharge, because photon overcharge is really good. We unfortunately do lose all of our sentries, so that's definitely not in our favor, but all we need to do at this point is defend. I'm going to be getting out an Immortal because obviously he's really roach heavy, and at this point he's spent so much gas in roaches, I'm fairly confident that he's not going to be able to follow it up with a lot. I don't know why he chose to push in with my Photon Overcharge, but as you can see, the Photon Overcharge is very effective at holding off, and he goes ahead and GG's. My Immortal gets out, and he doesn't, if we just take a moment and look at his base, yes, he is fully saturated on 2 bases, but he's very limited by the amount of gas that he's been mining, as well as the, total income that yeah, he's sitting on a lot of minerals, but he doesn't have the he has a fair amount of larvae. He probably could have continued going with that. He probably would have been better off expanding, taking a third, and then getting up more gas, and then started to tech up. Obviously, since he didn't have lair, and I was already on my robotics facility, I could probably just push out on the timing, and he probably wouldn't have been able to do too terribly much. One thing that I probably would suggest for myself, I probably should have gotten down at least 2 more gateways just to continue having a decent amount of production. But other than that, I thought this game panned out really well. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Feel free to like if you did enjoy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're always looking for new people to contribute. Feel free, if you have any questions about my builds or anything, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also, if you'd like me to check out a replay of yours, feel free to send an email to replays.se2.chaos. I know it's really long, but the link, or I guess the whole thing, is in the description at gmail.com. And yeah, also, if you want to see me stream these live, you can also check me out on my stream at twitch.tv. Feel free to follow me there. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter to get all the updates of whenever I put out YouTube videos or am streaming live. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next Bronze to Masters League game.